You are watching Liberty Online TV.
The National Revenue Authority, when a NRA, don't bring to me the Electronic Cash Register, ECR. This stuff for you, we get business where they pay GST. The ECR, now for benefit for you all.
You want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECR don't come, government say. The ECR not for you, it dey process data, store data. The ECR not for you, transmit data, GEC. The ECR not for you, NRA don't bring, government say. Benefit you in the country, the ECR don't come, government say. No more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say. Fast and reliable, the ECR don't come, NRA say. The ECR not for you. Make sure say you collect a GST receipt for anything you buy, anything you pay for. NRA for the Panam, you qualify. The law say you forget a GST registered business, you qualify. Call NRA, request for the machine. The standard rates for GST tax, now 15% for each transaction. Anything you buy, ask for your receipt. And remember, you forget NRA Panam. For pay tax, now we all responsibility. The machine, they give business transparency. You no go rogue NRA, they no go rogue you. The ECR, now for you want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECR don't come, government say. The ECR not for you, it dey process data, store data. The ECR not for you, transmit data, GEC. The ECR not for you, NRA don't bring, government say. Benefit you in the country, the ECR don't come, government say. No more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say. Fast and reliable, the ECR don't come, NRA say. ECR not for you. The government of Salon put law, the government of Salon say. You for all the machine fine, you know for tamper with them, you know for try for puelam, or the law will bet you. If you're not GST registered supplier, ECR receipt to the taxpayer. You save when a taxpayer, not forget for us for your receipt. Or the logo wapuna too, or the logo bet you. You get big business, you forget the ECR machine. You want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECR don't come, government say. The ECR not for you, it dey process data, store data. The ECR not for you, transmit data, GEC. The ECR not for you, NRA don't bring, government say. Benefit you in the country, the ECR don't come, government say. No more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say. Fast and reliable, the ECR don't come, NRA say. The ECR not for you.
Fambo, good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the NRA Revenue Update. We come to you today live from Liberty Online Television. So if you be on the following programs them, you will know say we come with numerous topics them or things them we get for do with tax and also everything we surround the National Revenue Authority. And inside the program, my name is Janet Jenny Khan and I'm me to present the program. We get with we inside the studios, few guests them, today not a one, by the way, today we get three solid people them we can help we talk about the matter or the leading matter inside the program today. So today we talk about the electronic cash register where dan they not so news to we all. And we also know say na device and the way business people they don't they use for make invoicing easy and also data recording easy and also make we own work safe as an authority very easy. So today we get with we the Commissioner for Domestic Tax Department when Mr. Tengbe. We get the Deputy Commissioner when Mr. Edwin. And also we get with we the Chief Operating Officer, we they na smart systems we na Mr. Paul McAvoy. So generally we dey cancel, but everything we don't deal with overall within the authority we get for do with the electronic cash register, we also they call the ECR machine. If you dey do business, you know what thing we mean when we say ECR machine. So before we go further into the program, I want for me guests them say hello to the viewers them for today and tell Fambo them I do.
Fambo them, good afternoon, and I'm glad for the year for talk about what the NRA they do and what we don't do in the past couple of months, and we don't culminate into what we intend for do in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much for that.
Mr. Conte?
Family Adu, I'm glad for the night today. Part of what we can discuss now, from one year ago, for medical to go before, and NRA we work on for make sure to gather money for the government of Salone, and we will discuss this through what we get for do, how they use the ECR machine and other issues then.
Mr. McAvoy, please.
Family, good afternoon. I'm glad for the night today as part of the Nra Hour for talk about the ECR system.
So thank you so much. I say plenty thank you to we guests them, and because they take the time out for joining me into the program today. So for let we not waste much time, we go straight into the program. So for today only, like I say, we get for discuss generally about the electronic cash register system. And as I initially say, when they say ECR machine, you know definitely what they mean. But for the sake of the one that we just join we into the program today, we go on for firstly explain briefly what the electronic cash register machine mean and what is same way so mean to business people way then talk about taxation of the country. So firstly, I go on for throw this one to Commissioner Mr. James Bobo Tengbe for able for explain you what we really mean, and when they say electronic cash register, what that they mean aside from the definition, what it mean for business people in this country.
Thank you very much. When we don't talk about electronic cash register, we first get for go to the law, waiting how we come about with the electronic cash register. In 2010, the government of Sierra Leone thought and fit say we're going to introduce a tax system when are the goods and services tax. Now, this goods and services tax system, it require businesses them were registrable for able charge customers them and the GST and pay to government, and then businesses are going to serve as agents. So the government create a system wherein they go able to get what we call a fiscal invoicing system. Now this fiscal invoicing system first we begin with manual receipt, wherein will be the give paper booklets then to businesses that were registered for charge GST, and the issue to customers then when they make sales of them goods and service and provide services to those customers then. So come 2020 we also look at and say, okay, now we don't use the manual book for over 10 years, and we don't see exactly some of the benefits that way they give. So okay, let's move further by introducing the electronic cash system. And the ECR system, not just a replacement of those manual books. How it happen is, instead of you give the booklet now as part of the receipt, we say use the electronic billing system, use the electronic cash register, so that whatever receipt we issue, we say we able to see them and we'll be able to know exactly how what they happen with them business operations in there. Now, let we not forget say there is a reason why we decide say let's digitize them, because during the manual system, businesses that they issue their receipt there, then it creates some challenge in terms of reconciling. Then you see the way businesses they issue as against within the NRSF we're able to be fair with, we're able to see what's in the happen. So we say let's bring this electronic cash register. So in 2020 we introduced the electronic cash register system, will begin for operate since 2021 to date. And not just a system where they issue fiscal invoice, fiscal receipt, we authorized by the government for transactions and we relate to the goods and services tax collection across the country. So basically, in a nutshell, this is the electronic cash register, a device where they issue fiscal invoice to when they make sales of their goods and services, and they serve as the authenticated or the authorized invoice where any business will register for charge GST supposed for issue to the public.
All right, so thank you so much, Commissioner, for that simple, short, but clear explanation, but waiting we generally mean by the electronic cash register machine, and also waiting it mean for the business people in the country. So 3 keywords them I gather here is that the device not only important to we as an authority, but also important to you, the business person, and also the person where they go buy another business place where we also they call the customer. So 3 things: you issue, you receive, and also we as an authority they keep a record of everything when a transaction based not the system for we own efficiency when it comes to tax administration. So thank you so much. Once more, we know about the series of developments and improvements, them and advances, them we don't take place within the authority as far as the electronic cash register concerned. And one of the things them now the consideration where the authority sit down and make say, okay, we need for like get more machine in a different form for make sure say we target specific number of specific targeted taxpayers. So for this issue, I want to ask you, Commissioner Conte, make you tell Fambu them waiting this particular changes mean to business people them, and also waiting at the intention of the authority in terms of the changes them what they want for make in the deployment of new set of machine to new set of taxpayers. Well, existing, but also new targeted set of taxpayers.
Thank you, Janet. One thing I make clear that then first machines then with an issue, then they get a lifespan of 3 years. Right. Now most of them don't exceed the 3 years, now 5 years. So over time we don't get boku complain. Some put the machine on the work, some not get battery, and because of that one they need for give record to we for no kind money we then collect, we for make sure say we will for monitor what they do or not. So the authority look and say, well, you go better we go get other machine then we go come in, we go for take add and column, whatever issues we they get currently for make sure say we perfect the system. But we say we not go like take everything, all the sectors at the same time. So the authority decided to make we look at the building and construction sector and the electronics and electrical sector. Now, what we try to talk about here now, pilot, what they call pilot, they bring the first set of 100 machines then. Right. Basically, we therefore go out to the building and construction sector and electronic sector. The aim now that we could see as much as possible the kind of impact we then go create in terms of accounting for them sales here, and see the kind of improvement we will get, then we could take on to the next phase. Then the other question we ask basically, what's in our intention? We intention of more get a very smooth and efficient recording system. Right? Anything happen, any side for no, and also maximize government revenue.
Right. All right. So thank you so much. That was brief, and we know for sure say taxpayers then go able to understand from the angle where you come out. And also, this not a new tax, as far as I'm concerned, and from the explanation of the commissioner, not just a system wherein they get for replace that instead of machine, for make sure say the invoicing system is as efficient as the authority wants and for be, and also how they envisage the tax system for go moving forward. But then when you talk about device and when you talk about electronic invoicing system, one of the things them way they come to the mind of people, them generally taxpayers, is some of the things that they need for know about the technical aspect of the machine. So for that angle there, we go on for know waiting na the specification of this device, and also waiting the taxpayers they know in terms of battery lifespan, and also waiting the need for know in terms of how they need for relate with the machine there. So based from WUSA, we don't come off from the electronic cash register, and also the new deployments were already on the way from the authority. So from that angle, I go on for really ask Mr. McAvoy, we come off from the smart systems area for like able to highlight some of the key things that we family need for understand.
Okay, thank you very much, Janet. The new devices we would introduce, then practically they do all within the current devices they do, but then they get added features. One, na device them way na touchscreen devices, na smart devices. So one problem we they solve na the area of network connectivity. We all know say the country where we dey sometimes we can get network issues. So we don't try for being devices where they get multiple different networks where they work together. You get two where they act as backup to the primary network. So in any case, one go down, other one go there for serve the purpose. Another thing with the machine they do, we now the inventory management and stock taking for the business people, they help them as well. We get many businesses where now on paper then they record their transactions. Some of them get external POS and inventory management system where they cost them huge amounts of money. So we will decide for do now for incorporate this inventory management system into the new device system, yeah. So whatever you sell now you shop, you go able for itemize them inside the system, put your prices. Even if you know that you travel and you cashier then they sell on your behalf, you go remotely wherever you log in and see real time what's in the happen. They see your transactions, you're able for generate your reports, you're able for know your stock. We don't go out and wait till left inside your business. And also it able to help you for make you able for meet your tax compliance, which are the most important aspects of this device. It help the business people them for make them calculate their inputs and outputs tax, and at the end of the day they know their value added tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Before we come to the next set of technical questions, then we are really wants for make the family understand out there. I once for let we also emphasize the series of strategies where the authority don't take over the years or over the month for make sure say people and where they interact with them devices they are so truly understand the importance one, and also the features them where they need for relate with, and also how they need for handle and moving forward in terms of any collapse or in terms of any damages in the future. So we can draw back from the time for the implementation of their device there, and also waiting with the expect during the deployment of the new features now we don't come, which is still the electronic cash register system. So I will also ask Commissioner Tengbe for, take me through waiting at some of the strategies they are will not take for make sure see the taxpayers get informed about their machine there, then deployment in general, and also waiting at the things them owner don't the feedbacks them owner they don't get over the years.
Okay, thank you very much again. Like how my brother be say, couple of things and the way what we don't do, and important for me we actually base on the transition. Like I tell you, right. Like I tell you what, when we move from the manual, we come to this current system what they use, and why we intend for actually improve. We intend for improve because yes, we don't most of the machines them don't outlive their lifespan, and because of that, we also need for improve the operations or the use of their machines there. So then one thing and the way we do. So in the past, we'll be to go street to street for try for deploy their machines there, for make sure say each and every business actually get them. But over the last 1 year, when the other machines then run out of stock, we come to a point where people they apply for their machines there, and will not get machines and forgive them. And because one reason that we not want to go back to the old systems, with old means of equipment that will be the use. We want for digitize, we want for improve on then current machines there we will get, and also make sure say we bring a real time or machines them we then just introduce in the world market. so that we self will be up to date in terms of the use of the machines and the efficiency of the machines there. So over the last couple of months, we'll be done the decide, we've done the work, we get a plan and activities and everything. So we create that kind of situation wherein we say, instead of we go street to street, we'll get individuals whether we don't apply for their machines there. Then on one side of businesses that will be targeted. They will also decide, say, let's go by sector. Rather than we go street by street, let's identify the sector. So we decide, say, we go target at this moment the equipment border, say, the building material sector and also the electrical and electronic sector. So we not go just can run and begin give people them. We say, okay, let's create a situation wherein we test the machines what they use for train the people them. Also try for test up in the market how it compatible it is with populace in terms of the level of education or the level of use. But we realize that during the course of the training, we call a number of businesses we decide for train them how for use the machines there. In fact, we realize the machines are so efficient and so easy for use because anybody will able to use smartphone. You clearly able to use then devices there how we try for deploy because like when we bought us in a touch screen. So we identify a number of them businesses and we want for pilot then device here with and train them. Now one thing we not be a concern at that about a third of them businesses that will request for men can attend then training they not come. But however, we also engage people. We also engage with staff and tell them, say, Lord, reach out to the people here. Lord, go back and go talk to them. Say, this is a government policy. This is not a requirement for operating a business within that sector. And as a result, we want the come on board or make sure, say, we're able to deploy the machine seamlessly and not will get any issue. So in the last couple of months, we don't train people. We don't engage people. And most of the people that we can work, they're very pleased with the current device system, the way they try for deploy. And I'm very happy because based on the system with it's far more easier for you now than the previous one will be get. Like how it's easy for putting stock inside the machine. It's also easy for actually trace and monitor your system or your business even when you know they're inside the country because you get for log online and get access to this system and also get access to your business data. So all of them features there, most of the businesses, they're very much comfortable. The one that we don't count the training. So once we get them one here for user over a period, and everybody satisfied in terms of the feedback what they get from them, the feedback what they get from the use of the system, the feedback what they get from even the NRA staff, then we will decide, say, let's go full blown in terms of deploying right across the country. But like I would say, we initial target for this pilot are 2 sectors. However, each and every business across the country, irrespective of which corner you do, you're supposed to get this machine, and we will make sure, say, once you meet the required threshold, you meet the required need for them, we will make sure, say, we deploy the machine accordingly.
Thank you so much, once more, Commissioner. And before we come to the next set of issues in the program, I just want to tell taxpayers them and all we viewers them today say, when it comes to revenue generation, na the country in business. And also that means to say you as citizen, you also get involved in the process there. So we want to make you send your word and waiting you want for know your queries and also things them what you want for ask about to the number 076 744 778. I can repeat the number again, the number na 076 744 778. Another number where you can also reach out on 076 160 160. I can repeat the number again. The number is 076 160 160. So back to the program, and also my interest is in the deployment of the new set of devices we don't come, and also one of the things them we I know for sure say taxpayers then go be triggered about even if they not ask question now. And let me just play the devil's advocate now. The fact say how about if somebody say, oh, na new machine then they miss F one new one. There are set of taxpayers that will go say, no, I want this new machine because they don't talk say it is smarter and it is so easy for work with than even the one where we don't get existing before. Mind you, taxpayers, this is not still the electronic cash register. I can also repeat them over and over again. This is not a new device, not a new tax. So waiting you will get for say to people them we go talk say, I want this new machine because it's smarter, because now the smart device this one. So, Mr. Conte, waiting at your word to fumble them, we go really say, me na this new machine I want.
Thank you very much, Janet. We understand that one. One thing I'm bringing clear now that we the pilot 100 machines then, and because that 100, not everybody will get it now. When we get to the level where we know for the machines they're actually 100% okay for further deployment, then we go deploy as much as possible.
Right.
The authority they make provision for Boku machines then, we shall say go look after everybody register going forward. Also, what we want to make people understand, when they go in with these new machines, then they take away the old one then.
Okay.
But all your record will be there inside that old one, they will still get her. Because it's necessary for more get the information and may self get some with the file and for proper record keeping. We know say once the new machine, people don't go one time, but we also got to understand for say what's available now a pilot phase, and we appreciate we taxpayers therefore be patient with we go reach that stage where everybody will get a new machine. For now, we do in phases and a niche, and the niche basically now 100 of a combination of both the building material sector and the electronics and electrical sector.
All right, so thank you once more. So specifically, we know say there are penalties. We mean to say if you not use the machine right, you get penalties for that day, and also there are punishments or the effect na the act. And also one thing we are one for aside the regulations them we get, waiting at some of them basic cares they are care. And things they want to recommend in terms of usage of, because na smart machine. Generally, when they say smart machine, that means to say there should be maximum care way required for let somebody not misplace them. As Commissioner Edwin say, it is small. And that means to say then we'll just get small amounts of taxpayers, then now we then go target. So till the time we'll go get more deplorations, then waiting you feel to say you go able for tell people and from the technical aspect, and waiting at some of them care there, so we feel to say they need for take over the machine there.
Okay, thank you very much. So yes, the machine there are smart devices, just like with smartphone they move with the use, and just like how we handle with smartphones with care, now so we get for handle them wire safe with care. One of the things that we don't do for protect the devices. Now forget pouches where they put them inside. So just in case you drop them, the pouch will absorb the shock. Another thing where we don't do, now that for businesses we fall under the sector there, but we know they give receipts to customers, like people when are service providers, when are invoice and they give them customer and then pay after a period. We also develop a mobile app where we put for the 1 year so. This mobile app, you go able to use on your phone, you go also access them from your computer, and you do on the road, your customer call you, send for me invoice, you go able to go generate your invoice quickly and send them for your customer. And for the one them within a shop where they use the device is very handy, you can move around with them, and a very strong and durable device.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of Commissioner Tengbe, I'll come back to you in terms of client orientation in taxpayers education, especially we get for deal with technical aspects and reform. We all know what in taxpayers in the feel when it comes to implementation of reform, and we get taxpayers in right across the country, even beyond saloon. We get people in where they pay tax. So waiting at the measures them owner don't take in that angle there for make sure say all taxpayers them way need for deal with this particular reform, be informed about their obligations, and also waiting at the feedback we wanna get from them, or waiting at the possible challenges in also transferring their knowledge there. So for let taxpayers they understand their obligation, for let wanna not get issue in actually dealing with the implementation of this device across the country and even beyond Salone.
Thank you very much. We don't come a long way in terms of how would they engage the business system with respect to the use of the ECR devices and what they're supposed to do or what they're not supposed to do with regards to the devices they are, and generally the application of the law regarding the goods and services tax. Will they continue to engage them? Will they, I mean, even when we're there, will they talk about public education and that's what they try for do. And we not the only target Freetown, we the target right across the country, because as long as you operate within the confines of Sierra Leone, within the boundaries of Sierra Leone, we they target you and try to as much as possible. But over and beyond that, the law for the application for pay tax, now everybody in business, irrespective of which side you dey, irrespective of which corner you dey within the country, now your business for make sure say you try for understand as long as you set up a business, which now your tax obligation. And that tax obligation, you not go come and talk say you don't understand. So yes, we dey try for educate people, we dey try for engage as much as possible as we can. But again, let's assume say will not reach you. You still get a responsibility as a businessman for make sure say you adhere to the laws them where they govern or where they govern your operations as a business person within the country. One of which now for make sure say if you meet the threshold for register for GST, you register for GST and make sure say you charge. And when you charge, give them receipts we generated from this electronic cash register. Now only then you go operate seamlessly, you go operate peacefully without us, the NRA, making it difficult for you. We will not enjoy any, we will not take any pleasure in making things difficult, in making operations of businesses that difficult across the country. But if you give it the opportunity, if you give it the leeway, they will not get choice, but for make sure say we do that. And one of the means that we actually can able make sure say for Trangais businessman them, we able draw their is. How would they draw their is? And even for the Trangais customers them, where they go buy and not ask for receipt, NRA get a right for actually go and ask you for receipt on the height of the street. We go stop you with asking for receipt where you come buy something. If you're not able to provide receipt, we get a right for confiscate that goods the day, and we will take her and we will just distress you unnecessarily. And not to we interest for make we do that day, but just a way of guiding the businesses out there. Make sure say when you sell, issue GST receipt. When you buy, ask for your GST receipt so that at the end of the day you will pass freely in the country as a very compliant citizen, where also they make sure say in taxes them as required by the law are fully paid and paid within what is supposed to do.
All right, so thank you so much, Commissioner, again for that brilliant explanation. And also I can normally say some of them taxpayers they also way they say maybe ECR additional tax, although they constantly they say not to additional tax from your angle and una expertise as tax experts basically waiting at the simple in which simple word you were able to tell them say this is not an additional tax, and also waiting you feel say now the core benefits to then CSF when a business people in terms of using this electronic device.
Now ECR not to additional tax. Again, I always say when we talk about the payment of taxes, take for example entertainment tax. Entertainment in 1971 I introduced in this country. Way back, now we introduced entertainment tax in this country. Take for example message tax. Message tax I don't introduce way back in the 60s. So what thing happened in 2010? The government look at them say instead of each and every indirect tax be handled or be operated on a single platter on a single basis, they say, let we consolidate them, let we bring all things together and call them the goods and services tax. So this goods and services tax, it also introduced a fiscal device, a fiscal invoice, which is supposed to be issued for any sales from the indirect taxes and they. Now, first, like I say, we start with a manual invoice. Next, we come to the ECL system. Then the devices will roll out in 2021. But then devices there, most of them don't become outdated. We need to replace them. And in the course of replacing it, now that make we count now a smart system, so that in the any time when somebody make a sales or buy from a particular customer or from a particular businessman, then we're able to give you this ECR invoice. And this ECR invoice, they recognize invoice according to the law we passed by Parliament for make sure say anybody will sell goods them or taxable goods them and provide a taxable supply is supposed for this invoice. So not to a tax system, a tax system we don't need the However, proof on the means of collecting net taxes there, but make sure say people go able to pay without breaking sweat. People go able to pay, we're not going to affect the normal business operation. People go able to pay, we're not going to affect any part of the activities. Make we not forget say, if you send a picking for go buy fridge for you, where you go, you expect the picking for count receipt soon. For can't say this fridge about 500,000 for example, or this fridge about 1 million for example. So that receipt, now all what they ask for, give from this ECL system. Now only then they go show say you remain compliant and you know create any problem or any attention from not any attention to your business from the NRA.
Okay. Thank you so much to una all me guests them. We come, we still into the program. Fumble, this na the NRA revenue updates. We come to you today live from Liberty Online Television, and me we come with the program. Me we today me name na Janet Jenny Khan, and this program come to you by courtesy of the Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit within the Legal and Corporate Services Department na the NRA, and also we want for say this program was produced by the producers them Mr. Ernest D. Tommy, Mr. Albert Lavalley, and also we get with Mr. Mahmoud Mansari. Before we come to the next set of issues into the program, we want for tell Fambu them say they can give them contributions and can be part of this program. As long as you're not Sierra Leonean, you form part of the process of tax administration. And also we want to tell you, say you can give your contribution by sending you text message to the number 076-744-778. I repeat the number again, the number is 076-744-778. So we want to take a short commercial break and we will come back to you after that break.
If you are a taxpayer and you pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax, you should have at least gone through all your assessments. For both related taxes, payment is done in 4 quarters. For the first quarter payment, file and pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax on or before the 15th of March. The second quarter payment should be made on or before the 15th of June. For your third quarter payment, file and then pay on or before the 15th of September. The fourth and final quarter payment is due on or before the 15th of December. Always remember to file and then pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax through our integrated tax administration system portal, ITAS. This message comes to you with compliments from the Office of the Commissioner General.
Do you know you can escape penalties if you decide to service your tax liabilities today? As we enter a new month, you can file your PAYE and your withholding tax on or before the 15th of this month for last month's liabilities. It's that simple and straightforward. Always remember to file your taxes through our integrated tax administration system portals, ITAS. For more information, you can contact our call centers on 839, both on AfriCell and Orange. This message comes with compliments from the Office of the Commissioner General.
If you are a taxpayer and you pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax, you should have at least gone through all your assessments. For both related taxes, payment is done in 4 quarters. For the first quarter payment, file and pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax on or before the 15th of March. The second quarter payment should be made on or before the 15th of June. For your third quarter payment, file and then pay on or before the 15th of September. The fourth and final quarter payment is due on or before the 15th of December. Always remember to file and then pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax through our integrated tax administration system portal, ITAS. This message comes to you with compliments from the Office of the Commissioner General. If you are a taxpayer and you pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax, you should have at least gone through all your assessments. For both related taxes, payment is done in 4 quarters. For the first quarter payment, file and pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax on or before the 15th of March. The second quarter payment should be made on or before the 15th of June. For your third quarter payment, file and then pay on or before the 15th of September. The fourth and final quarter payment is due on or before the 15th of December. Always remember to file and then pay your personal income tax or your corporate income tax through our integrated tax administration system portal, ITAS. This message comes to you with compliments from the Office of the Commissioner General.
Welcome to the Nra Revenue Update. Before we go for that short break, we'll be the top of series of the things that we surround the electronic cash register system, what we also they call the ECR machine, the new invoicing system where they as part of the ECR machine where they also where the authority also intend for deploy, because the authority be meant for enhance the invoicing system more than how it already be done there for particular set of businesses them where they in the country. So we get with inside the studio the Commissioner for Domestic Tax Department, we get with the Deputy Commissioner for Domestic Tax Department, and also we get Mr. McAvoy, we na the person we can represent the smart system end. So for today's program, just as I say, we dey strictly talk about the electronic cash register machine, where we also they call the ECR machine, where they currently in implementation. Now all the businesses, the Muna GST registered businesses. Me we come with the program to you. My name is Jenny Khan, and this program come to you by courtesy of the Public Affairs and Tax Education Unit. So further into the program, we get few questions. Then we I go just read out. So this person here say, Mr. Commissioner, some of our machines were withdrawn from us. Is that the agreement? This they come up from Ishmael Kamara, Narigent Road. This person also they say, sir, please check one of the Okada and Keke trading companies along Wilkinson Road. They don't give receipts from a concerned citizen. So this person has no name. It just they talk as a concerned citizen and talk say one of the machines them. Of course, we read that one declare. So this other person say, oh salon, I say we they change to other machine. Waiting wrong with the other machine that we already did. This they come up from Stephen Sano na Abacha Street. So the three questions then will come into the program, one from a concerned citizen, and also the other one then will not be a great concern way, the person direct to this implementation. Waiting una respond, both from the commissioner and the deputy commissioner, and in terms of the deployment of the new invoicing system for the construction and the electronic device shops them and tradings.
Okay. I will. The third question, where they talk about why would it what's wrong with the existing machines then.
Okay.
Now, make us start with the second question. It says on one business day within a Wilkins Road where they sell Okada, we know they use the machine or we know they use GST receipt. That business they do at your risk. They do at your own risk if you sell, issue GST receipt. You do at your own risk. And now that we don't get this particular information, we will make sure say we monitor across that angle for make sure say every business, as long as you register for charge GST, you're able to use the GST receipt and make sure say it happens seamlessly. Now, what you also want for avoid now that kind of situation where you sell give person Okada or you sell good person any goods across the country, where that person is supposed to get the machine, but because you not get supposed to get a receipt, because you not get a receipt, NRA confiscate that business, that goods there or that goods there from him and distress him further by making sure that he lost that goods there because it clearly don't show say not to a compliant businessman only, and also not to a compliant taxpayer or not to a compliant customer for show say you go buy, they not give you GST receipt, wait for show say you fulfill your own corporate responsibility as the country, and by moving away with that goods and they without the GST receipt. And by the way, let me make this very clear. That businessman where you go buy from him, will not give GST receipt. It not only don't cheat you, it also don't cheat the country as a whole. And you go to think say, oh, no, you don't benefit, they not give GST receipt, they not charge you GST receipt. There is no way that businessman will able to charge you, will able to sell you and not charge you GST. There is no way, because the GST system now a system where they allow you for pay input tax and for also account for output tax. That businessman, they don't pay GST where they import that goods then where they import that Okada. They don't pay that GST. There is no way that businessman not be able for transfer that cost to you. So where you go sell you say another charge GST that you think say you don't benefit from them. Indirectly, they not only don't cheat you, they don't cheat the country, they don't cheat you picking where they go school, they don't cheat the government where they make roads for you, they don't cheat the government where they pay security for you. So all of them services then they show say you not for allow you buy from person and not give you GST invoice. For also somebody say then they withdraw machines from them. Now, as long as you operate a business in this country, you're supposed to get and you become registrable. You meet the threshold for the register for start GST. We will meet you and we will make sure say you get the machine. So in the next couple of weeks, we will make sure say we day on the streets of Freetown and make sure say every business, not only in Freetown, across the country, as long as you meet the threshold for charge GST, every business, I repeat, every business across the country is supposed to get the ECR machine and able charge and they in the position for charge and account for the tax. We even they bring up another means wherein even the one that they will not registrable for GST, we will get that situation wherein every business across the country forget ECR machine so that we will continue for monitor as well their business and they will not meet the threshold, but they're supposed to sell and give a fiscal invoice as recognized by the government. So I will tap here for now, and I will allow my brother Seth for coming with the other question.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. This caller say what's wrong with the old machine then? In my initial discussion, I make it clear say the current machine will use so then get a lifespan of 3 years. Unfortunately, 3 years then for take. After then 3 years, then it can be difficult for maintain. So because it's difficult for maintain, most times we get several complaints about the machines then and batteries and other issues then. But not the only reason that we change them. We don't get an upgraded version of the machine here. We believe for say go will help the taxpayer, go will help NRA, and go will help the whole system of ensuring for say people what you sell you account for, and we believe for say this new machine more user friendly and more efficient than the old one. So in a nutshell, that's the reason why I could change the machine there.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner. And Fambo, just like I say, as long as you're a citizen of Sierra Leone, you're part of the process of revenue generation. Whether you're a taxpayer, whether you're a future taxpayer, we an authority, we get the responsibility for make sure say everyone in each Sierra Leone understand what's in a tax obligation before you even get there. So if you get a concern query or you get something where you want to add to the program, you can send your text message to the number 076-744-778. The number is 076-744-778. Or if you get a free cell number, you can send the message to 088-099-077. 088-099-077. So one of the questions that will come into the program, the person say, What is the added advantages for switching to smart system from the old one? This they come up from Fatmata Mansare, and also I go send out to Mr. McAvoy. We go answer that question there for we viewer.
Thank you very much. So this new system gets advantage to both NRA and the business person. For NRA, this system, they come with more statistical data and analytics. It also gets a very visual dashboard, way very easy for make anybody look and understand what's in the happen in relation to tax compliance. And also it generates multiple sets of reports. Another advantage to NRA is that this system is homegrown. It is a system developed by Sierra Leoneans who are based here. We understand the dynamics within the country, and we're available to NRA 24/7 at any time they get an issue or they want an upgrade to the system or they want fully tweak something, we always be available 24/7. For the taxpayer, one, this system very easy for use. Even people who are not too lettered, we make the interface very simple and it gets color codes. So if you know even sabi read waiting right there, the colors will able to guide you as to how for process your sales and issue the GST invoice to your customers. Another thing the machine they do now, that just like out in the supermarkets where you go for buy, they scan the products and for you. When the business person they add in inventory inside the system, it generates QR code for every product you get. So you go use the machine, you just scan the products and they come up with the price for you. Scan and come with the price. You don't need to begin enter them one after the other. Another advantage we get to the business person now that it also accepts digital payments. So what we do, we incorporate local cards and other payments cards into this device. So instead of you having a separate device for NRA and then you get multiple other devices for collect digital payments, this singular device, they able for do the NRA work and also help you for collect digital payments. Additionally, we're in the process of integrating it with the national switch, where we enable people for just do the transactions direct from the bank accounts to the merchants without walking around with huge amounts of cash. So these are some of the benefits we get. And also for the business owner, you know, they are the business 24/7, you get people with the run them for you. With this machine, wherever you're able to get a bird's eye view of what's in the happen at your business, you're able to generate real-time reports. Nobody now can cheat you, say TNA 5 or don't sell where they don't sell 15. So these are some of the advantages with the system get.
Okay, so meanwhile, when we done with the advantages, you know, then they also set a clear explanation and understanding to taxpayer them on how they get for view, the lens where they use for view the device moving forward. Because as far as me concerned, there are a lot of people out there, we go see them like an additional burden, additional tax, but then when you do explain, then they clearly explain, say, instead of a burden, now an ease of a burden. So, secondly, my concern, and I also know, say, this will be the concern of the taxpayers, now the features of the device there. Waiting at the features, because when an additional device is being, you know, in line to be implemented, that also means to say, this na a different version of the one we already get in existence. So waiting na the features them and how it different from the one them where we already get, and waiting make the targeted taxpayers them is specific for the construction and also electronic businesses. Why is that?
Okay, so I go answer to the features, then I go left the targeted sectors to the commissioner them for make the answer. So like Bidon they say earlier, this device actually they do everything where the current device where we people and they use, they do. So it's easier. The only thing now that's very simple and easy for use. For NRA, an added advantage of this feature is that it comes with a mobile app for the tax officers. So currently, when they want to know the taxpayer in activity in business, they get for go physically inspect the device so he gets print out the receipts. This device, it comes with a mobile app where every activity of any taxpayer on the device we deploy to them is accessible to NRA on the mobile app. So instead of you investigating the business at the business place. You go then at your office, you get your mobile app, or when you go out on the field for doing inspection, you just go, you call up the TIN number of the taxpayer, and every detail of that taxpayer, then all in transactions, they come up to the NRA official, where they make them easy for them for do them work. Also for the taxpayers, we know there's plenty people they now mobile business and they do, then they on the go. So with this system, because this device, now handheld device, is easy for move around with. You can move around and do your business and issue NRA invoice to your customers real time without you having to go back to the office and print invoice and come back. So that's the one advantage. Also, we know say we get electricity challenge. Some people can complain to NRA say because lights they are not able for charge me device and make are not able for use them. So what we do, the device we come with, we make sure say it gets a battery lifespan of 12 hours when fully charged. And then also, we get a MDM, when a mobile device management system, where we monitor the battery life of the device there. So real time, when it reach a particular threshold, it send a notification signal so we say the battery don't low. And the device them will also come with backup power arrangements for the device system. Yeah, so we get small solar panel them with the attached to the device there with the give to business people. So just in case you get lights, you go able for charge your device via solar.
Okay, so thank you so much. Clearly from Mr. McAvoy, he left the side where the specific taxpayers them were needed for use this particular invoicing device, he left specifically to the NRA. So now to the NRA, why is it that now this new device una just segments the construction and the electronic businesses for deal with them instead of the general taxpayers, them we mainly register for the GST?
Okay, thank you very much again. I mean, there is always a starting point. I mean, no matter who's how start, somebody will always ask. If we go to the tourism sector, somebody goes, why we not can start at the tourism sector? If we go to the other service sectors, somebody will say, sector, whatever it is, education sector, why we not can start? So it's not like we pick on any sector. It's just that every business get for be targeted, get for be contacted for make sure say then get these devices. And as long as you do business as alone and you meet the threshold, you will sell taxable item, we get for make sure say you get them. So starting with the electricals and electronic or building materials, not just a starting point. It's not like we get any special interest in the building material sector or get any special interest in any side we'll start.
Okay.
However, there is always a need to say we will start some side. And at this particular point in time, we start with the building material sector and people within the electricals and electronic sector.
Okay.
So then area and they will start for make sure say once they work with any one of them, we know say a workable or a usable, irrespective of which sector you do and what you do and what you know they do.
All right, so thank you so much. We don't understand, say, this is not just a pilot phase, because again, we need for make the taxpayers they understand, say, this is not a device where they just choose certain certain, sector of taxpayers then for just administer or give them device they are to. This not like something we now want for start at a phase. In the first phase, now then people are so on the target. Again, one of the things then we I want for acts again is that during them process they are waiting at the authority intention and how they don't plan for deploy their machine there and waiting at the timeline for the deployment of the 100 set of machines they are waiting in currently.
Again, they target all of the business they are from next week, effective Monday. We will go out to the public for make sure say everybody who decide who identify who are marked for this pilot phase. We will make sure say we deploy the machines there to them, and their usage will get for inform with as to what we need for improve, what we will need for add by this program, by this device, what we will need for pull, and how it will be compatible for the usage of everybody, every stakeholder within the NRA domain. Every stakeholder with the NRA they target with this particular tax type of administration. Okay. So by Monday next week, we go day on the from Monday we'll day on the street, and that one they will target mark as the pilot. We will there and give them, and then pilot and then go work for a month.
Okay.
And we see the feedback, we see the operations, and we see, and then people have a target. It's not like we pick on them.
Right.
We not pick on them in any way. It's just that we get forgive everybody.
Okay.
We can start out with a business within the streets. Okay. We can start out a business within our Romley. We can start out a business within a Bo. We can start out a business within Kono, irrespective of where you are. So it's not like we pick on you in any way. We not pick on any business. What's important is that everybody where they operate in a salon and you sell a taxable item or provide a taxable service, you are a possible go-to person. And if we start with your neighbor, that not mean say we not they come to you.
Okay.
If we start with somebody where they far from you, not mean say we not they reach to you. We they go now the length and breadth of this entire country for make sure say everybody across the country will registrable for charge the GST. We will target them and make sure say we get this machine.
So thank you so much again, Commissioner. There are, as I can say, we get a lot of issues then for discuss, but always we get to limits to which we can come. But the one of the key questions we go on for come to again, now like things that we get for do with the technical aspect, because I can say from all the explanation then it's as though like the system they grow over time, because if the electronic cash register be done day and now we have the invoicing system when the electronic cash register, but this is smarter, that means to say we they go by the trend of the time. So from you and Mr. McAvoy, waiting at some of the things that we they envisage for the future in terms of how una wants for improve the future, the features of then device they are so moving forward, because now the battery lifespan is like 12 hours according to you. So waiting there in una contemplation right now as the developers of then device they are in terms of how una want improve and moving forward. Are there any plans for make sure say una improve on the features or everything surrounding the device moving forward?
Thank you very much for this question. Yes, there are plans. We not just reach outside with this, so we start some small. With the build, we plan for build together with NRA and the taxpayers them. So as then they use the system, if NRA see the need for tweak anything, for change anything, for add any feature, we go do them. If the taxpayer then request, even this one way we do during the training of the taxpayers, plenty of them come up with challenges with them beyond the experience, where they want for we solve with this new system, and we incorporate all of their suggestion and then into this new system. We make them for be this robust as it is right now. Okay. So we'll continue for build together.
All right, so thank you so much. Before we come to the end of the program, I will just want for a few seconds let una all give una last word. Okay, we will start with Commissioner, please.
Yeah, for me, my own last word would be now we in Bora they talk about the device enhancement or improvement. I mean, just like a normal phone, where you buy phone. When you buy your phone, after a couple of years, you wish for changing them back.
Exactly.
So you will get the new one, the new form of phone. Okay, because first time, I remember very well, we start with Nokia.
Yeah.
Remember that Nokia 3310. But all of a sudden, everybody wants to get a smartphone now. So in similar vein, we don't start with that machine, we want to smart device. Now we don't move to a point where we say, oh no, but let's say improve on our own delivery. So we also think about. So just like your mobile phone, the public out there, just like on a mobile phone that they use, there is a need for we enhance research for your operation. But my last word get for do it. Businesses that we go on for say, they're not go on for be compliant, and they're not go on for I get bad news for now. Somebody will say you're not going to be compliant with we, you're not go accept the machines, or you're not going to use the machine when we deploy them. Going forward, it's going to be a different ball game, and that different ball game, not the one way will favor you as a businessman, and even the customers before they go buy. If you say they ask for your receipt, not the one way will favor you as well. So a day in we all in interest as a nation, a day in we all in interest as a country for make sure say this ECR system we're able to deploy them and use them seamlessly and effectively for make sure say it benefits we all as a country and it benefits we all inside Salon. Thank you very much.
Yes, so Commissioner Conte.
Okay, my last word will be I encourage all taxpayers to be compliant, and we all get the same country. We all need to participate for ensure for say we do the right thing, because as Commissioner say, me now one portion right letter then plenty this BNT, because if person go buy to you not give receipt, we define them and we'll continue for the door, and we'll not get to that point then everybody do what he's supposed to do, then as a whole everything go easy for we all. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Makaburi.
The last word to Fambo learner that smart systems they for work with NRA and for work with the taxpayer then for make the all two work go before smoothly and seamlessly. Thank you very much.
Fambo, we want to tell plenty thank you to we guests them we come today, and also we want to tell plenty thank you to the hearing media when a Liberty Online TV for we don't hear this week program. We don't come to the end of the Nra Revenue Update today. We want to tell plenty thank you to the producers them, Mr. Anes D. Tommy, Mr. Mahmoud Mansare, and also Mr. Albert Lavalley Jr. We help we produce this program. Me we bring the program you way today. Me name na Janet Jenny Khan, and this program come to you by courtesy of the Public Affairs and Tax Education. And also, if you miss part of this program and you want to get more, you can go on the Facebook page when a National Revenue Authority page on Facebook, or also you can get we on the website when at www.nra.gov.sl. So till next time, I want to say thank you and a very good evening.
The National Revenue Authority, when an NRA, don't bring to me the Electronic Cash Register, ECR. This stuff for you, we get business when they pay GST. The ECR, now for benefit we all.
You want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECR don't come, government say. The ECR now for you, it they process data, store data. The ECR now for you, transmit data, GC. The ECR now for you, NRA don't bring, government say. Benefits you in the country, the ECR don't come, government say. No more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say. Fast and reliable, the ECR don't come, NRA say. The ECR now for you, make sure say you collect a GST receipt for anything you buy, anything you pay for. NRA for the Panam, you qualify. The law say you forget a GST registered business, you qualify. Call NRA, request for the machine. The standard rates for GST tax, now 15% for each transaction. Anything you buy, ask for your receipt. And remember, if forget NRA Panam. For pay tax, now we all responsibility. The machine, they give business transparency. We no go rogue NRA, they no go rogue you. The ECR, now for you want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECR don't come, government say. The ECR now for you, it they process data, store data. The ECR now for you, transmit data, GC. The ECR now for you, NRA don't bring, government say. Benefits you in the country, the ECR don't come, government say. No more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say. Fast and reliable, the ECR don't come, NRA say. ECR now for you, the government of Salon put law, the government of Salon say. You for all the machine fine, you know for tamper with them, you know for try for Puelam, or the law will bet you. If you're not GST registered supplier, the ECR receipt to the taxpayer. You save when a taxpayer, not forget for us for your receipt. Or the logo wapuna too, or the logo bet you. You get big business, you forget the ECR machine. You want monitor your business, GST registered business. NRA don't bring, ECL don't come. Government say the ECL not for you. It they process data, store data. The ECL not for you. Transmit data, GEC. The ECL not for you. NRA don't bring, government say benefits you in the country. The ECL don't come, government say no more yuki. NRA don't bring, government say fast and reliable. The ECL don't come, NRA say